your round 12 tier 2 championship. Tier 2 championship, round 12, I mean. I'm back again with Kieran. How's it going, Kieran?
Hello, welcome back everyone to OBF1, round 12, where today we'll be racing on Russia. As most people call it, a boring track, but hopefully our tier 2 drivers make it very interesting. But in terms of life, it's going really well. How about you?
COVID, mate. COVID.
That's a very...
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Anyways.
Alright, if you keep talking, because I'm updating the stream and stuff on
So,
PC.
if we have a look, so obviously Russia is a pretty easy track, but obviously you just got to be careful around turns 17 and 16, where most drivers in real life have spun there before. So, if we have a look,
reference?
yes, that is correct.
Why?
Well, I love you, Lando, please. What?
That still pains me to this day.
So, if we have a look at the drivers' standings to get you all up to date. So, in first position, obviously from the last race, El Shahal obviously extended his championship lead at the top to 140 points. Then in P2 is Snitsy on 121 points. M. Chandler in P3 in 118 points. Marshy on 106, AGM 105, so it's very close between those two. 1 point in it between AGM and Marshy, so it's going to be an interesting race from those two today. You got Sanchez as well in P6 in the McLaren with 100 points. Broccolilli on 67 points. Invader in P8 with 58 points. Neil with 52 points. Red Devil on 48. Mohammed on 45. Kian on 33. Ratho on 32. Martin on 19. And Marshall on 10. And then... is that how you say his name? Taverner? Have I said that correctly?
FLC
Tavernier on 8 points. Shankly on 4, which is kind of sad because this will be his last race tonight, so it's going to be a very emotional race.
How dare
boo!
You
Yes, boo! Don't leave us, please, please. And then you got Mackenzie in P18 with an unfortunate 0 points.
Right, so we are just waiting on one person, I believe. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
I was thinking out loud again.
So, to get everyone up to speed with the constructor standards. So, on P1 it is Alfa Romeo 207 points. Then in P2 is Red Bull with 155 points. Then in P3 is Haas with 151 points. So it's going to be an interesting battle between P2 and P3 in the constructors, Red Bull and Haas. There's only 4 points between those two, and then also in P4 is Aston Martin with 147 points, so not too far off the Haas's either. Another 4 points. So it's very close between the top 3, I'd say. And then Ferrari obviously on 113 points, McLaren on 100 points, Mercedes in 76 points, AlphaTauri in 155 points, my apologies.
Kian.
And then Williams on 51, and then Alpine on 49 points. So it's all to play for, I'd say, in terms of the constructors and also the drivers.
Evening, Neil. How's it going? Obviously, Neil's comment, one of the AlphaTauri drivers, asking how's it going. I'm positive, mate. Very positive.
Quite literally.
Yeah, man's got COVID.
Can we all get hope you are well in the comments, please, guys? Hope you recover as well from COVID.
Alpha for constructors, emoji flex.
Please do, please do. So, we're just waiting on a couple of people now, and then we shall be getting started. If you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure to leave a like. If you're enjoying the stream so far. And if you want to get involved in the league, then please click the link in the description where you can join the Discord, and we can get a trial set up for you.
Yes. So we're just waiting on key. Someone else has left. Who's left? Who just left? Right, we got 2 Mercedes.
So,
I don't know who just left.
I'm not too sure who left, but
2 Alfa
obviously
Romeos.
someone's joined. It is Mohammed again. Mohammed left for some reason.
Mohammed, you silly goose.
Naughty Mohammed. Don't do that again, please. So, obviously we've got 27 laps around Russia. The Sochi Autodrome. Are you a big fan of this track, Kieran?
Absolutely not. It's so boring.
I can agree with you there, but hopefully our Tier 2 drivers make it very interesting, an exciting race.
They best do, otherwise I'm going to get a lot of Skittles from them. Because they're going to pay me my Skittles.
Well then, so as we wait.
Right.
So, let's get some predictions in. Who do we think is going to top qualifying?
Me.
You think you're going to top qualifying, but you're not racing?
Yes.
Okay, that's a logical prediction.
That is my get out answer.
So, I'm gonna go for wild. I'm gonna pick someone random. I'm gonna go for AGM to top qualifying.
I'm gonna say M. Chandler. It's an easy track, nowhere to spin. Walls are hard to hit here. So I reckon it's gonna be M. Chandler topping the timing sheets.
Interesting prediction.
But
As
then
we just wait on one driver.
He's not here, so by the time I type this, sent. Yeah, perfect. Bang on. 03. We were supposed to start 7. Not happening. But we move.
Move as we get ready and the drivers get prepared to go into qualifying for round 12 in OBF1 Racing League.
Manx put in the chat he hates quick drivers. Please DNF.
Oh wow.
Very nice of you, lad. Very nice. That's very kind, like. Yeah, so do you have any bad experiences around this track then, Kieran, as we get qualifying underway shortly? Maybe even a favourite moment?
A favourite moment? Oh, when Bottas won here back in 2017.
Do you want to repeat his famous radio message?
I can't remember that famous radio message.
Shocking. Can't be that famous.
No, wait, I do. To whom it may concern, fuck you.
2019.
Was it?
Wasn't that 2019?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know quotes. I don't remember quotes. I'm here to commentate on OBF1 Racing League.
Right, so I reckon Sergio Perez is going to come out of the pits. We got Snitsy on a qualifying ban. I don't know what's going on with the session. It is started now, thank God.
Yep. As the drivers select their car setups and their choice of tyres.
Do you know what? I wish this game had like the like it does on the TV broadcast where it says like the turn on the bottom left hand side of the screen.
I think that would be really good. Yeah, like turn 1, turn 2.
Exactly. We have a car out in the background. We have many cars out in the background. Who else has come out?
Shankly has come out of the pits.
Chandler has. Ratho is the first one out. He's steaming out. He wants to get some points, because where is he currently in the standings?
He is currently... Let me just get up my nice table. He is currently... He's currently in 13th in the drivers' table on 32 points. He's only 1 point behind Kian.
Obviously, he's missed out on a few races as well, though.
So he's going to want to maximise his points gain in Russia. An easy track to gain points, personally, I find. So as the drivers all come out on their outlaps, just warming up their tyres to prepare for their first few laps in qualifying.
It's going to be interesting to see how they handle the final sector, because the first few turns in the final sector, they can be quite slippery. That part of the track is very slippery, especially when you're using no traction control. But not all of these
especially.
But not all of these drivers will be using no traction control.
So as we ride on board, he gets started with his lap, Rato, as he speeds down the start-finish straight.
I am speed.
He's absolutely flying. He hits a speed of 202 miles an hour. Gets on the brakes. Clean exit. Out of turn 2. Down around the Autodrome, where this track is being hosted in Sochi in Russia. Goes down into turn 6. Carries on accelerating. Gets on the brakes. Nice exit out of turn 7. Gets into turn 8. Brilliant manoeuvre. Oh, hits the curb slightly, so a little bit too deep in that corner. Might lose. Oh, he completely bounces. Oh, he's spun. He's spun around.
And he's invalidated his lap time. That's not going to be what he's looking for.
So he's got to safely rejoin the track.
Who is the
So
next
not
one
what he wanted.
on a lap behind him? I want to know. I want to know where love is. I'm joking.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Is it Shankly or is it Mohammed? Mohammed's in a pit. So it's Shankly. Is the next one on the lap, but he has got the Haas right behind him. I believe it's M. Chandler. It is M. Chandler.
He's gone a little bit wide. There's a bit of contact there.
And that's in qualifying, mate.
So I'm not sure what happened between those two. Obviously, he shouldn't be doing that in qualifying.
I think he just lost it a bit and went crazy. But we are on board with Brock Lilieski's coming around the final few corners. He is on a flying lap as well. He has set a 1 minute 33. So he's the first one to set a lap time. He's put his AlphaTauri on provisional pole with room for improvement.
Alfa Romeo.
Yes, COVID makes me see different colours.
Aye. Wow.
And that is my excuse.
Oh,
Talking about
there we go,
AlphaTauri,
Neil. There we go. Now you can say it.
I want to know who love is. We've got Neil on pole. That's on the mediums as well. So Broccoli definitely needs to improve. Although the medium runners are probably going to set bank a lap, because this race is only 27 laps. It's an easy soft medium strategy. And if someone wants to try the alternate, they probably will go on mediums.
So as Marshall comes along, finishes laps, goes top of the timings with a 133.1 on the soft tyres. Just getting a feel for the track they are, all these drivers of course. Just getting used to the track. So it's going to be very interesting who can top the timings.
I am going to look at Ratho. He's still yet to set a lap. He's coming around the final 2 corners. On his softs, they are a lap old, and he's managed to pull off a 134. He's put his Williams in 6th. His teammate is really off the pace. He's 10 seconds down. Obviously, Martin missing out in a few races. Maybe he's a little bit rusty. Hopefully, that doesn't affect the race too much, or his race too much.
So I'm currently riding on board with Mackenzie as he finishes his out lap and to start his flying lap. Here we go. Get on the power. Absolutely flying, of course, down the start finish straight as always. Nice break, down into turn 2. Get on the power, clean exit out of turn 2. Around to turn 3. Well, now will he get a good exit out of turn 4? Gets a good enough exit. Oh, a little bit of loss of traction there, but keeps it clean there. And then down into turn 5. Nice exit. Out of turn 5 into turn 6. Down into turn 7. A little bit too wide there, but shouldn't lose too much time. Down into turn 9. Brilliant exit. And then we go down into turn 10. Obviously the DRS straight. So he applies lots of power, opens his rear wing. Absolutely flying with it, so much power. Down into turn 12, and as he goes into sector 3, hits the sausage curb there, but down into turn 14. Obviously these are the dangerous points here. Obviously, as you said, Kieran, sector 3's turns 15 and 16, where Mackenzie is at right now at the moment. As he comes down into turn 17. A little bit too deep there, but keeps it clean. Down into turn 18, and he will set a 134.2.
It's not good enough for the prime that we have on offer for today. Obviously provided by the by KSI. We have actually got some prime to give away for this session.
And how'd you get that, you ask? You must subscribe to the OBF1 Racing League. That's how you get prime. For free.
Or you could just go to Tesco's. We ain't got no prime. Don't
actually.
Still subscribe though.
Do subscribe though, because you can subscribe to help Kieran recover from COVID.
Yeah. I'll get better quicker. Don't know about CDM. He's got COVID as well, but we don't care about him. Bless his little cotton socks. Right, so who is still on a lap? We're going to ride on board with Brock a little as he heads out on the softs to improve his lap. And not the lap that you sit on when you're visiting Santa Claus. Take that as you will. Right, he's across the line now, so he is starting his flying lap. DRS wide open. Yeah, it is wide open. It did not open for a second. Flying down the main straight, braking sharply at the 100-meter board, taking it nice and easy through turns 1. Don't know if that kink in the straight is classed as turn 1 actually.
It's
Neil
turn 2.
Morza has retired from the session. Don't know what happened there. Nothing to indicate. Oh, Brock, it is lap time. I'm trying not to get too hyped and loud because my throat hurts.
Yeah, but you know who should be the hype person? Me today, the best commentator. Right, as I'm currently riding on board with El Shahal at the moment, our championship leader. And he's gone out on the softs, so he's going to try and top the timings. As he's currently on his outlap, of course.
Neil has... Oh no, it wasn't. Helly Beach. Rick Darn Studios commented Helly Beach.
Hello there. Right, obviously as El Shahal gets down into turn 17.
I'm confused by that comment, I'm not going to lie to you.
Right, as he starts his flying lap down out of turn 18. Starts his start finish straight. Opens his rear wing. As As his speed comes up to turn 2. Gets a nice exit out of turn 2. Applies the accelerator down into turn 3. Obviously it's a long left-hander, obviously, around the Sochi Autodrome as he goes down into turn 4. Keeps it nice and neat. Speeds through as we start sector 2. He set to 33.5 in sector 1. There's Martinelli letting him pass on his flying lap. Down into turn 7. Gets an okay exit out of turn 7. Keeps it tidy through turns 8 and 9. As we come up, he applies a braking zone into turn 10. Gets a nice exit. Opens the DRS down into turn 11. So he's absolutely flying. We've got another retirement. Brock Lilly retired from the session. As El Shahal, his teammate, down into turn 13. Gets a decent exit out of turn 13 down into turn 14. And he applies brake pressure into turns 15 and 16.
Brock Lilly's lost it on the fast double left-hander.
Ah, right.
It's quite easy if you...
El Shahal comes along the line and he sets a 132.8, so he goes on top of the timings on the soft tyres. So let's see if anyone can beat that.
Obviously,
Any drivers with you, Kieran?
I am in the process of looking. Mohammed is on mediums at the minute. I am yawning. Give me 2 seconds. He's coming through sector 2. He set a 106 through sector 2. He's gone very wide there. He hasn't invalidated. Surprisingly, he did go beyond the track limits, but he didn't invalidate. That's gonna be helpful.
Oh,
Chandler goes
Chandler.
faster. I did say
A 131.9. Isn't that the person you predicted as well?
it was. You can go
Wow.
quicker. Any of these can go quicker. As Mohammed sets a 133.7, only good enough for 9th place as we have 5 minutes left. Obviously, Snitsy is sticking to the pit lane because my man's got a
Invader
quality
comes
ban.
across the line and sets a 132.5, so he goes P2.
My G. He's
So
not my G.
far, it's looking
He's-
really good for Mercedes. If it stays like this for qualifying. So, the only driver to have not set a lap so far is Snitsy. Obviously, Shankly was slowed down on his lap because of traffic. So that's understandable why he set it to 12.
It is.
So far, like I said, we've only got the difference between P1 and P2 is quite some time. It's 0.7 of a second. So obviously drivers are going to obviously want to get pole position, provisional pole position at the moment. So we shall see.
There's not anyone visibly on a lap that I could tell. Raytho's pitting.
Mohammed's on a lap, but
He
is
is.
not going to improve.
I think he's on an in lap, if I'm honest with you.
Yes, he is. He's coming into the pits. Mohammed's coming in.
Martin is invalid. AJM has improved by 7/10 currently.
Chandler, emoji exploding head.
That was a pretty good, pretty spectacular lap. But there is still room for improvement, guys. Obviously, apart from Neil and Broccoli. Sorry, guys. You crashed.
Apologies to those two.
Thank you guys for joining the stream. Obviously, subscribe for more OBF1 racing content. We'll have the Tier 1 race live from 8:30 tonight, where you'll probably see me crash at some point.
So please do check it out if you want to see him crash.
Mr. Spin is a English. A must watch.
English is good.
Not that I could speak it.
I
Much.
retired in pits, mate. Was
Not that
happy
much
with
now.
my lap on mediums. Emoji man shrugging.
Ah,
So we've only got 3 drivers on their outlaps so far. Invaders look into it.
see, Callum
Take
knows
that
what cheers
spot
me up.
away. What?
Said Callum knows, or El Shakal knows how to cheer me up. Just spam lol in the YouTube comments because my PlayStation reads it out funny. Brilliant. Absolutely love it.
Oh, Invader goes a little bit wide down into turn 16. Where he could have a chance here to improve. As he goes out of turn 17. Down into turn 18. And he will go... He is not improved. He's not improved on his best lap time there. 1/10 off from improving. What are you giggling about now?
The comments.
There's my attempt. Emoji happy tears.
PlayStation is just a special breed, the AI is. Honestly. I was trying to look for something on my phone that was to do with this. But I can't remember what it was.
So currently Marshall's improved by 5/10 so far on his lap, so he's going even quicker.
See.
As he comes out of turn 16, gets on the power. Gets good braking down into turn 17. As he comes across the line and will set a 1:32.1, so he goes 1 second quicker than his previous time, so sets a 1:32.1 on the soft tyres. So it's looking really good for Mercedes today in qualifying.
It is. They've got a 2-3.
Some drivers, obviously we've only got, how long left have we got of qualifying?
Less than a minute, 30 seconds.
20 seconds!
I got 30 on mine.
Oh.
So we got
Well, one of us is lagging.
Rito is on a lap currently. He will be, I think he's going to be the last one to set a lap if I'm correct. He has got the McLaren in front, so that McLaren might want to get out of the way unless that McLaren is on an outlap for some reason. Do you want to know a mad fact, Kieran?
What's this fact? Oh! So Raytho was on a flying lap and lost a bit of control there, I believe, down into turn 13. Oh, M. Chandler goes in even faster, so that confirms. Unless if Raytho can top his time, which doesn't look like it. So he was going even quicker, Raytho was, down into sector 3, but lost a little bit of control. So disappointing for Raytho there. He could have gone even quicker than his previous time, but that should wrap up qualifying as some drivers.
Right, the mad fact as well was 35.6% of the people watching aren't actually subscribed.
As we get Mohammed, he crosses the line and goes P3 in the Alpine.
Ooh.
With a 1:32.3. So he splits the 2 Mercedes cars. So very good lap from Mohammed there to improve.
It can't be Sue if you didn't make the line, mate. I don't know what you're on about. If anybody can make thumbnails, please get in touch. Our email is OBF1 Racing.
So as we wrap up qualifying, I believe so.
We do. I think we're just waiting for our Marshall to be pushed into the pits, and then we will get the loading screen for the next session. As we look at the rear end.
I had the fastest lap and ruined it on the last corner.
It's always the last corner, isn't it? It's always that last corner. Right, so the grid as we stand is M. Chandler in first for the Haas team, and we got Marshall second, Mohammed third, Invader fourth, El Shakal fifth, AJM sixth, Neil Moser in seventh, Broccoli eighth. That's a poor performance from Broccoli. He's normally higher up. Sanchez in ninth, Martin 10th, Mank 11th, Ritho 12th, Mackenzie 13th, Shankly 14th, and last we have Schnitzy with the qualifying ban. So Schnitzy's going to be wanting to make some places up. We have put the safety car back to reduced because Bert Mylander gets way too excited. And
he's doing them donuts and drifts.
Okay. Yeah, so be interesting to see what people's strategies are going to be. Are there going to be some people going on the alternate strategy, going medium soft instead of soft medium?
It'll be very interesting going down into turn 2. Well,
See. Do you hear that, Callum? They're telling you to send it. Kieran told you to send it.
I did not tell any drivers to send it. Obviously, we're a fair racing league.
Silly goose. So we do have lights 3, 4, 5, and we are away for round 12 at the OBF1 Tier 2 Championship. Chandler looks to get off to a great start. The two Mercedes get off to the great start. There's a safety car.
Oh no.
That is...
El Shahal. This is not good.
Okay. So that just happened.
Lots of drivers have got wing end plates off, collisions.
And we have two drivers now out as well.
Our championship leader is out as well. So that's
What
really not good.
the fuck?
Penalties thrown left, right and centre. Wow.
This
Just
is
couldn't
not...
make this up in Russia, could you? A boring race. I don't think it's boring anymore.
We're lap 1 and the safety car's out.
Mackenzie's DNF'd, retired from the session.
I don't blame him after seeing the carnage and turned... Oh, he's lost a wheel. Okay. What else? We got Rather on 10. Martin on 10. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Wow, what a start. We didn't even get down into turn 2. And there was carnage.
It looks so weird seeing a load of these cars without wings.
So obviously a lot of drivers are going to be pitting.
Chandler, lucky started on pole to avoid all of that contact. Marshall avoided it all as well, so did Broccoli. Them three going to be very thankful they dodged all the contact. I honestly don't know what the hell happened. Like, I just seen cars going like spraying everywhere. We got two cars going into the pits. We got Neil and Ratho, obviously getting new wings probably sticking another set of softs on. It'll be interesting to see what Neil does as he's on the mediums right now. There's a lot of cars going into the pits.
A lot, indeed. So we've got 12 drivers left on the grid. 3 have obviously
Disappeared.
disappeared. So not good, but Snitchy has had a brilliant start because he's made up 10 places. Because obviously he had that qualifying ban, so he started last, and now he's up into P5. Oh.
That's worked out brilliantly for him. It's kind of a disastrous session so far. We probably will be having words with the drivers after. What the hell did we just witness? I just hope the safety car does not come back out.
Yeah, let's hope for more racing laps, obviously, because obviously we don't want to be racing behind the safety car forever. Because that's not something that we want, obviously. Because obviously we want good racing here. So, obviously this is good news for M. Chandler to catch up to El Shahal. Obviously El Shahal's no longer in this race, sadly, so M. Chandler obviously avoided that lap 1 incident, so brilliant news for him. As Marshall behind him. Obviously, the other Mercedes, obviously GNS, are not good in terms of the constructors for Mercedes. So it's going to be very interesting, as I'm assuming the safety car is going to stay out for another lap.
Yeah, you'll normally get 3 laps under safety car conditions before the actual safety car does go in. The field is bunched up, so it's probably just waiting for Martin and Mohammed. Mainly Martin. We have got a car going into the pit, so the safety car will not wait for AGM, as he's had 2 laps to pit. Obviously more contact then. All the penalties, 5-second penalties, have been served as well. Fair play. Obviously, Short Marcus loving the fact that the Aston Martin safety car is out and not the Mercedes one.
So, this currently, as it stands, for Alfa Romeo, obviously Broccolilli in P3, which is good news for Alfa Romeo because obviously his teammate is out of the race, so he's ideally want to extend that lead because currently Alfa Romeo is 50 odd points ahead, I believe so. They are 52 points ahead.
What race are we on? If I go to the
We're
race
on
calendar.
round 12.
Yeah, but what was Jeddah?
Jeddah was round 10.
So this is the last race under stricter penalties. So whatever happened to the start of that race, I wouldn't like to be the driver receiving the penalties.
Yeah, so obviously Jeddah's obviously a more complicated track and more carnage, as we witness in real life, quite literally.
Surprisingly not in the game though.
Yes, exactly.
Somehow.
So, currently, safety car is not going to be coming in this lap?
The lights are still on, so...
So it doesn't look like we're going to get another lap under the safety car.
Oh, blimey. Come on, Bert. I know you like driving, but...
I told you, he took that comment personally, what he said about you. You said about him earlier. He's loving life right now, yes, in that safety car. So far. So it's going to be very interesting in terms of their tyres and their tyre strategies. The only drivers to have lost positions are Mohammed, AGM and Martin. Because obviously Mohammed's lost 7 positions because he started from P3 and dropped down the order. AGM lost 5 positions and Martin's lost 2 positions. So, but obviously because we're under safety car, it bunches the field up, so obviously they have chance to catch up and make those positions up later in the race after the safety car comes in. Because it's going to be very interesting on the race restart, because obviously down into turn 2, as we saw, was absolute carnage. Let's hope we don't get that this lap. Don't you agree, Kieran?
Well... I don't know what the fuck's going to happen, to be honest, mate. I'm not going to lie. We've seen a lot of stuff over this season, but this has been absolutely crazy.
It has indeed. And we haven't done a lap of racing yet.
We've done literally about 100 meters of racing so far. The safety car
Oh,
is in this lap, so we will get the field away soon. Obviously, M. Chandler backing up the pack. He's gonna try and play a little bit of mind games with the rest of the field to try and get away, especially when you got a big, massive run down to turn 2 like you do around Russia. Hoping everybody avoids contact with each other.
yeah, it's ideal that you don't want contact under safety car as it's coming in this lap. As M. Chandler has control of the pace of the field.
There we go.
Oh,
There
as
we
we
go.
speak.
There's the contacts. Knew it was coming. Chandler is away. He's away nice and early. He wants to get that advantage. Maybe he's a little bit afraid of losing position down the main straight because maybe he's running a higher downforce setup than the rest of the field. Broccoli has got past Marshall. He's got that Alfa Romeo up into second place, but he is under attack by Marshall again as we speak. So Marshall is under attack by Sanchez in the McLaren, and Snitzy's trying to get places on Sanchez as well. There's some nice battle going on as we get on for our first green flag race lap.
Green flag race, eh?
Alright, leave me alone, man. I know what I'm saying.
So, I'm watching the back of the field. There's not much as Ratho overtakes Shankly there. Battle for P8 as he overtakes him there. Nice move from Shankly there. Sorry, Ratho there on Shankly. My apologies. But obviously Ratho has that 5-second time penalty. So he might serve that he has to serve that 5-second time penalty in the pits for when he needs to pit.
That is correct. He doesn't have to serve it. Oh, he does. The other game forces him to it when he has a pit stop.
Yes.
Shankly and Mohammed trading places with AGM right on the back as well. He's looking to get that Ferrari into the top 10. He's currently sitting just outside it. Warning, the stream current bit rate is lower than we recommend. It'll be okay. Okay.
So, obviously we got M. Chandler absolutely flying. Almost 2 seconds ahead of Broccoli here. He is absolutely flying ahead. As we got a close battle between Marshall and Broccoli. Will he try and make the move down into turn 2? He's thinking about it, but no, he pulls out of the move. As he's a little bit too far back to make the move on Broccoli there. So far, the closest battle so far is between Ratho and Mohammed so far. Mohammed slowly catching up to Ratho here as we go down into turn 5. He's absolutely speeding along here. Gets on the brakes.
I think they all are key, to be honest.
Sorry?
I think they all are speeding along, to be honest, mate.
I didn't know that. F1 cars, what are they?
The things, magical things.
The things, magical things, yeah? How to F1 with Kieran, your host.
Which one?
You.
Sounds like a foreign exchange student. From Sweden.
I can't.
Right, we got Neil Moser Schnitz has spun it. He's losing. Is he outside the top 10? Martin on the back of Schnitzy. Martin can't get past. Schnitzy holds on to that one singular point. DRS is now enabled after the safety car period. 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. AJM.
Ooh, that's not good news for AGM in the Ferrari there.
That's interesting as Marshall goes for the inside. He makes a move into the inside of turn 2. He's got past nice and cleanly there. Broccoli dropping down to 3rd place. Mohammed getting past Ratho as well as we watch Broccoli and Marshall battle. We got Sanchez and Broccoli running very wide. But obviously they are pushing them cars to the limit, even over the limit. That's why they go so wide. Or maybe they're pushing past their own capabilities in the car.
Well, that's what you want from an F1 driver, is pushing it to the absolute limits, as Marshall is only less than a second within M. Chandler here, so he's gonna get DRS, I believe so.
He will
Yes,
get...
he is.
He
So
will
M.
get-
Chandler was 2 seconds ahead, now he's only 5/10 ahead so far.
Absolute
So
joke.
brilliant
Blameless
here,
driver.
catch-up game from Marshall here for the Mercedes. Oh, as we got AGM overtaking Raytho there. Oh, is he going to get the switchback? No. No, he's not. So brilliant move by AGM there to claim the place up into P8 off Raytho there. Brilliant move.
We have Snitsy going side by side with Martin momentarily. He still can't get the place though. Someone said something about an absolute joke. I haven't seen that come up in chat yet in the thing. It was Callum. It was El Shakal. Obviously talking about his retirement. He feels he was hard done by with a little bit of steering adjustment there from Invader. That's what he thinks.
Also, as we get multiple warnings for Red Devil there, 3-second time penalty, but obviously Marshall's closing in here on M. Chandler for the race lead here. He's only 5/10 behind him so far.
We've got Snitsy as well looking to make a move on Martin. He doesn't make the move though. He thinks better of it. Thinks, you know what, I've got a DRS zone coming up shortly.
M. Chandler spins it!
Oh,
He
M.
has
Chandler,
slight
mate.
contact in the wall. That is not good news for M. Chandler there.
He looks to have no damage though. His wings are still intact. His tyres are very hot, as you can tell by the rear end of that Haas, squiggling about like no tomorrow. He's dropped down to 8th. That's give Marshall the lead of the race with a 1.6-second gap. Can he keep calm, keep cool and collected, and go for his first race win in OBF1?
So that's really not good news for M. Chandler there, spinning. Oh, as M. Chandler tries to get the move on Raytho there. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Oh, not good news for Raytho there as he's DNF'd as M. Chandler. I'm not sure what happened there as we get another safety car around Russia. Oh my goodness, I can't take this. Around Russia. Absolute carnage from the drivers here around Russia as we get drivers pitting in for new wings from that collision. I'm not sure what M. Chandler was thinking there, but obviously we will see it in the incident reports later on. But that, my goodness, that was absolute carnage there as M. Chandler and Raytho come together down into turn 15 in sector 3. Absolute carnage there. I can't believe it.
What the hell is happening? Yikes.
So we have our second safety car around Russia. So Mohammed has now got a drive-through. Oh, we got 2 drivers with drive-through penalties for speeding under safety car conditions. I just can't believe this so far, Kieran, can you? The carnage that's happening in Russia tonight?
I can't. This it's quite disappointing to see, to be honest. I can't say I'm very happy to see the carnage. Obviously, I want to see nice hard racing, but I don't want to see people taking people out.
Taking people out, yes. Totally agree with you there. Because obviously, we want as many drivers to finish these races, no matter what. We want the more drivers that finish, the better, not less drivers. So as we got the top 3 coming into the pits there.
If any of the drivers are watching, I want to remind you that this is stricter penalties, so you might want to be a bit more cautious with what you're doing, because you will get penalised heavily because of the shocking races we had before Jeddah. Jeddah was alright, the last race was okay, but recently it hasn't been to what we expect or what we want. So yeah.
So as we are on lap 10 under safety car conditions at the moment, so this is our second safety car period. So, if we have a look at... So the driver that's made the most positions so far is Snitzy. He's made 13 positions up. So it's been a good race, but obviously we're under safety car conditions at the moment, so anything can change when we get back to racing speed under green flag conditions.
That is correct, it can. What lap did the safety car come out? Was it lap 8 or lap 9?
Lap 8.
Right, so we're going to have one more lap per safety car, sadly, so that's going to be about 6 laps. 6 full laps of yellow flags out of 10, which is a bit atrocious.
My apologies, it's lap 9 it came out.
Okay.
Lap 9. My apologies. So, this has not been a good race from M. Chandler here. Obviously spinning it and losing the race lead and then having that contact with Rato there, but obviously we will see the outcome of the incident reports. So it's going to be very interesting here, very interesting here.
It is going to be very interesting. Obviously Marshall pit... Oh, Marshall pitting. What's going on there? AGM also pitting. Are they trying to get fresh tyre advantage? Because they're already on 0 lap tyres, so they've obviously got fresh tyres on. So I wonder what their plan is.
So obviously there's one driver on the softs, which is Neil. 8 lap old tyres, so he's going to need to pit soon obviously. There's also Shankly on hard tyres, and then all the rest of the field are on medium tyres.
That is true. Obviously Neil not opting for a hard on. He doesn't want that. He's got the soft, so it's a little bit of a
He's
soft.
going to want to get that hard on soon, I believe so. He might go for a semi.
You were talking about something totally different, mate.
No, I was talking about medium tyres.
That's semi-soft.
Semi-soft.
Mate. Right. So there goes my prediction of
Anything can happen in this race, I believe. I think your prediction still could come true, Kieran.
What was my prediction? I can't even remember. It's been so long.
It was M. Chandler to win the race.
Was it?
Yep.
I've had two. It's been a long day. You know.
It has indeed.
The COVID and
It
that.
has indeed.
I'm currently walking around my room trying to find
So
something.
safety car is in this lap. So as Neil controls the pace of the field.
Is that it? Is that it? It's not that. No.
So as we get Neil warming up his tyres, controlling the pace of the field. Obviously drivers don't want contact. Like last time, under the safety car as it comes in this lap. Otherwise they will receive penalties. Obviously no overtaking is permitted under the safety car conditions. As Neil gets underway, leading the pace of the field. As he gets on the accelerator down into turn 18, and we're back under racing speed. We got green flags, green flags. Mohammed's got a 3-second time penalty, not good start for him. As Neil absolutely flies down there. Oh, we got Snitchy trying to defend his position from Brock Lilly here. Is Brock Lilly thinking about it? No, he does not make the move. Sanchez close behind. As we got so many drivers. So many drivers. Oh, as we got Mohammed trying to go around the outside of M. Chandler on around turns 4, but does not make the move. As we got obviously Shankly, only driver on the hard tyres so far, as Marshall makes the move on Shankly here, down into turn 7, brilliant move, no contact, excellent racing from Marshall there to overtake Shankly there.
I do. Dwi'n hoffi y reisiau a achos mae hi'n fantastic. If you're Shankly, you know what I said. Shankly could get some points on his last race if
Chandler makes the move. Can Red Devil make the switch back? No, he cannot.
he
It's
is
Chandler and Red Devil here battling for P5.
and he is obviously sticking to the rear of that house very nicely. Obviously, he wants to get that DRS. I don't think the DRS is active yet, is it?
No, it's not deactivated yet.
It's not deactivated.
3 laps.
It is deactivated, man.
It is activated now, is it? Ooh, a little bit wide from there, as he loses a bit of traction control. Red Devil there, as he's lost some time on the Haas of Chandler here. As we got Snitsy and Broccolilli making a move, and Broccolilli gets past Snitsy there for P2. And Neil is 1.7 seconds ahead of Broccolilli there. So Neil's making some move, but obviously Neil's going to have to pit soon because he's got 10 lap old soft tyres. So those tyres are going to diminish soon, very soon. So he's going to want to pit very soon.
He's got about 4 or 5 laps left of about racing life in them tyres. I'd say about 4. He's gonna about 4 more laps and he's gonna want to pit. But what tyres did Neil start on? That is my question.
Neil started on the medium tyres.
So
started on the medium tyres and then went to the soft tyres.
So his strategy is gonna be hold it out, pit for another set of softs, which he can do because he started on the mediums. So
what's interesting here as well, Snitsy on medium tyres, 12 laps. Obviously medium tyres last longer than soft tyres, obviously. So whether he will want to pit for softs near the end of the race, we shall see.
he will want
Or
to.
we might get another safety car.
Ugh.
There we are, as DRS is now enabled for the drivers.
Ooh, the Red Bull of Mank taking over. Was it Mank? It
As
was
we
Mank.
got Snitsy and Sanchez battling here. Sanchez thinking about making the move. No, he pulls out of it.
Thinks better
As
of it. Live to fight
Oh,
another
and
day.
Marshall and Martin here. Brilliant. Nice racing from Marshall here to overtake Martin. Battle for P7. And he gets P7 off Martin here. Brilliant racing from Marshall today.
Obviously, Marshall won his first win in OBF1. He hasn't had it yet. He's got the opportunity. He's still absolutely got the opportunity to. Oh my god!
As we got a battle here, Neil and Broccolilli. 6/10 behind him, so he's going to get DRS down this DRS straight. Obviously, Neil will not get DRS. He's going to try and use some ERS to get away from him. As Broccolilli's starting to catch Neil here. Closes the gap to 0.5 seconds, 5/10, 3/10. As long as these two keep it clean through here, I think Broccolilli will make the move down into turn 2. If they keep it nice and clean through sector 3. As Neil is on old softs here. He's opting to pit now, so Neil will be coming into the pits as Broccolilli will now take the race lead with medium tyres 3 laps old.
Right, so Broccolilli's going to the end. Obviously, a safety car can make that effect. He could just let Snitsy pass if Snitsy is faster, because Snitsy will have to pit again. There's no way he can go to the end on these mediums. There's no way he's making it. We got Martin making a move on Neil, but I just found out that was in the pit, so I feel very stupid about mentioning that, because I thought it was an overtake on track, which it wasn't. So, yeah, that's magical stuff.
Interesting. So Neil's gone to the softs again, so he's going to want speed, and he's going to want to overtake as many people as he can on those softs, but they're going to be really worn by the end of this race.
He does. He stays ahead of Mohammed as well, coming out the pits. Obviously, they got time penalties as well to factor into the decisions and stuff. They've all got 3 seconds apart from Sanchez on the 5. So if Chandler keeps it clean and stays away from the penalties, there is a chance to jump up to first place from where he is now. If it's just keep it clean.
Sanchez trying to overtake Snitchy. He does. Can Snitchy get the over? No, he cannot. So as we got M Chandler in the background trying to make up as many positions obviously from that spin, as he's now into P4. But brilliant move by Sanchez there on a DRS straight. Nice move by him to get up into
M
P2.
Chandler got a good exit there. Snitsy going into the pits. Obviously, he's on them old mediums. He's probably going to go fit some softs on. So that's going to give a few drivers some positions there. That's going to bring Marshall up. That's going to bring Martin up as well. And Shankly, possibly. Shankly maybe a little bit too far back. Obviously, Neil. It's going to bring Neil up as well. Is it going to bring Neil up? It's just going to be a race out of the pits here for...
Oh, as Neil tries to make a move on Shankly here, and he does. Obviously Shankly on the hard tyres, so he's going to be a little bit slower. But can Shankly trying to make the switch back on him?
He will.
No, he will not. As Neil goes up to P7. So it's a very close battle between Sanchez and M Chandler here. The battle for P2. Obviously Chandler's gonna want to make this move here to catch up to the championship leader El Shahal here. So as we go, he opens his rear wing down the DRS straight. As he gets the rear wing open, goes along the outside, goes defensive. Brilliant move by M Chandler here. Sanchez, oh, not a good exit by M Chandler there. As Sanchez is right on that Haas's tail there. M Chandler trying to defend P2 from Sanchez. Brilliant racing by these two so far. As Snitsy makes the move on Shankly there for P9. As we come along out of turn 18 to start lap 18 for these two 17, my apologies, for these two drivers. As he gets the rear wing open now. Down the start finish straight. M Chandler is 5 tenths ahead of Sanchez here. He's thinking about it, but he knows he doesn't have the space, so he pulls out of that move there. Down into turn 4. Now what's interesting here, Broccolilli is 1.3 seconds ahead, so he's out of the DRS zone for M Chandler to catch up to Broccolilli here. But obviously if Broccolilli makes a slight move or an error in his driving, then obviously he will get in the DRS range. Have we got any interesting battles going on tonight?
At the minute I'm on board with Mohammed and... I'm not on board, but I'm viewing Mohammed and Snitsy at the minute. We've also got AJM and Shankly at the back of the field. AJM right on the gearbox of Shankly as they come in around that long right-hander. Obviously Shankly looked like he was giving him position there. Maybe he doesn't want to fight too hard, he just wants to stay in the race, finish it. But we will go back on board with Snitsy, who I think has made a mistake. No, Mohammed, who I think has made a mistake because Snitsy has pulled away. He's now over a second away, so I think Mohammed's made a mistake there.
So that's very interesting here. So, if we have a look at the driver standings, if the race order stays like this, M Chandler will be going up into P2. And since he will drop down to P3. Obviously, M Chandler's going to close the gap on El Shahal again.
And talking about M Chandler closing gaps, he is within the DRS range of Broccolilli. So Broccolilli hasn't been able to keep the pace. He needs to stay out of the M Chandler's DRS range. And M Chandler is now on the attack as Snitsy sets the fastest lap of the Russian Grand Prix with a 1:33.4. M Chandler is going to be looking to make the move into the next DRS zone, preferably as he takes it very wide through there. Not what he's going to want. He's pushing a little bit too hard. Obviously, he's risking penalties if he carries on like this. Which he doesn't want to get. He doesn't want to get the penalties. He just wants to win. As he doesn't have a penalty at the minute, he will have the DRS. Just like Kimi did not get the drink. Talking about Kimi, the Alfa Romeo, will Brock be able to stay ahead of the Haas? Haas making the move on the outside, not the inside. He does look like he's pulled it off, but they are still battling. Brock with a better line coming out of that turn there. I think it was turn 15. Brock back ahead of him Chandler, is he looking for the switchback? Chandler, he doesn't look for the switchback, and Brock is still ahead. This is good racing finally from the guys in Tier 2. Brock
Oh,
oh, what happened there? Did Brock
he's
make a
trying to get the
mistake?
DRS. Smart move there by Broccolilli there. Smart racing to get the DRS on M Chandler there to let him pass.
It was
Smart
risky though.
racing.
That could have caused a collision with him and Sanchez, which it almost did, but it is smart.
As they come down into turn 2, is there any contact? There is no oh, there's a little bit of tyre bang there between these two, Broccolilli and M Chandler there.
That's
But
let
also we
Sanchez
got
over for the attack. Oh, but Sanchez is falling back again. Oh, Brock.
it's like watching Max and Lewis ahead. Oh, illegal weave in on the straight there.
That wasn't
I'm not so
illegal,
sure about
sadly.
that.
That was just trying to make an opportunity to pass. It was a bit close, so they are a bit close to be doing that. Obviously, you can make one movement, but weaving like that is a little bit dangerous. But as long as you don't crash, it's okay. It makes for some good viewing. Obviously, the 150 that I've seen us so far live tonight are agreeing. Maybe if they click subscribe as well and leave a like, you know.
So here we go, along the DRS straight again between these M Chandler and Broccolilli as he goes down the inside. Will he get the switchback, M Chandler? He does. He does get the switchback, goes a little bit deep as Broccolilli tries to overtake him again. No, he does not. As we go down into turn 15, is there there's no contact. As M Chandler gets the switchback again, there is a little bit of tyre bang there between those two. But luckily, oh, bumps M Chandler wide there. I believe that was Broccolilli's end plate coming off of his wing. So I'm not sure on that. I think that might get reported at the end of this race, but we shall see as Broccolilli comes down into turn 2. Will he get the move done? He does, but he goes very wide there. Obviously, he has to do what Fernando Alonso did in real life in the Russian Grand Prix in 2021. So that's not good news. Obviously, the end plate's affecting him quite significantly as he's dropped down to P4. That was brilliant racing until that incident happened. What do you think of that, Kieran?
To be honest with you, it was fantastic. There was a little bit of smart play there. Broccoli thinking about the DRS. You know, I'll let Chandler go ahead coming to the final turns a couple of laps ago, and I'll get the DRS so I can attack him again. And they were side by side for a bit, switching positions, trying different lines, and it was just great. Just to see, you know, the drivers think, right, what line's going to work best for me. And I think Broccoli did that very well. Obviously, then they made contact, and Broccoli's missing an end plate and is down to 4th, which he's not going to be happy about. He's going to want now to hopefully punch the field back up. But at the minute, we haven't got that. We might not get that. We've only got 7 laps to go when we got 15 minutes until the invites are out for Tier 1.
Make sure to tune into that live stream after this race, of course.
Obviously, as we were talking about Broccolilli, he is our commentator for Tier 1. He's a great lad. He did phone some health insurance in the last race. It was involved in the highlights video, if you guys seen it. I thought it was pretty funny, you know.
Oh, as Sanchez thinking about the move on M Chandler here. He's thinking about it. Is he going to go for it? No, he's not quite ahead so far as they go into turn 3. Still the same positions for those two.
He hasn't got much ERS, mind, whereas neither of them do, to be honest. They're both very low on ERS.
Marshall is up into P3.
Is he where did he finish last time? I swear he was on the podium. Was he on the podium? Let me have a look. Race results. No, he wasn't on the podium last time. He was 6th. So he is going for his best finish at the minute, Marshall. He's got an 8-second gap from him and Mank. He's got a 1.2-second gap from him and Sanchez. Sanchez has a 3-second time penalty, I believe. It's 3 seconds anyway. So he is on provisional 2nd place here. So he doesn't really need to overtake. He just needs to overtake if he wants his first win.
Yeah, totally agree there. Because obviously he doesn't want to risk too much because obviously Sanchez has got a 5-second time penalty that he will need to serve. Obviously the game will force him to serve it, but obviously if he keeps this gap to less than 5 seconds, then it will be okay for Marshall to finish in P3. As we got Sanchez thinking of making the move on Chandler here, and he does it brilliantly. Will Chandler think about getting the switch back on him here? No, he does not. So brilliant move by Sanchez here, up into the race lead.
And that's brought Marshall even closer to Chandler. So, and Marshall is on the newer tyres, even though there's only a 2-lap difference. It's a big difference when it comes down to race pace. So he's going to be looking forward to a couple of laps time when he gets to overtake Chandler. He might do it down the long DRS straight, just on the start-finish straight, you know.
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting if Marshall can overtake Chandler here for P2. But as it stands, he is going to be net P2 if the gap stays this close between these three drivers.
That is true. Chandler will be promoted to first, and Marshall will be promoted to second. Obviously, the rest of the field, hefty penalties. The field there's a load of penalties all down the field. It's 6 seconds now. All drivers have 6 seconds. The ones that are sitting there with a penalty, apart from Sanchez, the only one with a 5-second time penalty.
The only close battle between the rest of the field I can see is Mohammed and AGM so far, but not in DRS range, so I can't see them two making a move there.
We've got Neil Morser and Snitsy, as you were talking about close battles. Neil Morser just about in DRS range. Will he stay within 1 second coming through the detection point? It doesn't look like he will. He looks like he's just dropped out of the 1 second zone. He won't have DRS.
As we got a move here by Martin on Shankly here. Battle for P10, obviously the 1 point. Brilliant move. Will Shankly get the switch back here? No, he will not. Nice move by Martin there. Up into the points for Martin. Brilliant move. Oh, he spun it a little. Oh, Mohammed lost. My apologies. Martin's lost it there. Had a little bit of spin coming into 15. I told you, turn 15 is a dangerous corner where most drivers have lost it today. So it's very dangerous. Shankly is now back into the points. Obviously, it's last race with OBF1 Racing League. We will miss you, Shankly.
Why did this happen to me? My mistakes.
Just gets the sad music on. Obviously, we don't want to get copyrighted, as we got Chandler thinking about making a move on Sanchez here for the battle for the race lead. Obviously, as it stands, Chandler is winning this race.
He is,
because obviously Sanchez has that 5-second time penalty. Obviously, close behind is Marshall, trying to get his first OBF1 Racing League win.
He looks to make the move. I won't overtake you, Marshall. I'd wait until the straight. Give yourself some DRS. There we go. He's done it exactly that. He's on the straight. Does he have any advantage? He doesn't have advantage in ERS. He doesn't have much. But neither does Chandler, who is deploying his ERS in small little bursts. As Chandler makes a move on Sanchez, they go side by side into turn 2. Chandler gets the lead back, and Marshall is very close, right on the gearbox of Sanchez. He wants to get past. Obviously, Sanchez might be holding him up slightly here, because Marshall has that extremely good pace all through this weekend. Well, weekday, this Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's Wednesday. But it feels like we've done an entire weekend of commentary at this rate with all the 2 safety cars, but luckily we've not had another safety car, which is brilliant news so far as the race has gone on, but that's what we like to see. Finishing races not under safety cars and not awarding half points.
As I said, the winner of this race will receive a 12-pack of Prime from the man himself, KSI. No, I'm joking.
Please sponsor us, though.
Imagine.
So as these top 3 are battling out, there's Snitchy is within DRS range of Red Devil here. And also Neil's close behind, so we got battle for P4 here and P5. As Neil's not too far behind them, as we got AGM and Broccolilli fighting here as they come down the DRS straight. He's going to go around the outside. Is he going to make the move on AGM here? He will, but AGM gets a switchback. But no, Broccolilli will get the switchback as he gets the better racing line out of turn 15. Brilliant racing there by Broccolilli there to claim P7. As Snitchy makes the move on Red Devil here, can Red Devil get the switchback to going down into turn 2? No, he cannot. So Snitchy back up into P4. As Neil's not too far behind, obviously he's in P6 at the moment, so he's trying to get as many points as he can for AlphaTauri here in terms of the constructors. As we go down into turn 5, he's thinking about it, but he's a little bit too far back to make the move there, so I think he will make the move on the DRS straight if he keeps it clean and tidy.
Nicely done. We got Marshall and Sanchez with DRS. AJM with the 3-second time penalty for track limits. We got Sanchez looking to make the move into the start of the sector 3. He thinks better of it. He sticks to the same line as Chandler. Obviously, he wants to get better pace. He wants to, play with the lines, make it, see which one's best, which one he can improve on, see where he can get the pace on him, Chandler, and the exit.
Red Devil goes a little bit wide there into turns 15, but gets us move on Neil. Oh, he goes along the sausage curb, not the cleanest line as Neil doesn't get too good of a line himself. As Shankly has dropped down, I believe, as he'd let those two drivers out. He just wants to finish this race, I think, with his... Oh, Mohammed! Absolutely flying in the air there, going over the sausage curb. So not the best racing from him, from Mohammed. Whee! Going over that sausage curb. He just wanted to go flying, I think.
Who doesn't like
as he's closing in on Martin here on the DRS straight. Will he make the move? He goes along the outside. Oh, Martin brakes early, but Mohammed brakes later and gets the position done. Clean racing by Mohammed there for P9 as we are on the last 2 laps of this Russian Grand Prix OBF1 round 12.
By the looks of it, things could be staying as it is for our top 3, apart from Sanchez, who will drop down to 3rd. Obviously, Marshall running a little bit wide, coming through before the long straight, which is going to slow him down a little bit, but he has still got DRS to gain some time up.
There was a really close battle here between Red Devil and Neil. Battle for P5 down the DRS straight. As he squeezes him right into the wall, but he managed to get past Neil. Red Devil there. Is he thinking about the switchback here? No, he's not. He's not too far close. He almost does the move on turns 15, but Neil makes the move, and he's up into P5. Brilliant racing there from Neil there.
Very nice. Right, so we are now on the final lap of this race. Sanchez trying to make a move on M-Chan. That doesn't work. Marshall spun. Marshall's in the wall. That looks like a... Is that a DNF there? Or is he still going? He's still going.
He's still going.
Does he have a front wing? He doesn't. Can he stay? He's got 9 seconds, 8 seconds on Schnitzy, but he's also got the advantage in terms of time penalties, where Schnitzy's got 6. So as long as he stays 6 seconds behind Snitsy, if Snitsy catches up, he's good. He will still get that 3rd place. But Snitsy is now 4 seconds and approaching fast. Snitsy obviously got a massive advantage in downforce now. And tyre as well. Well, his tyres are burnt out. His tyres are not going to be the best.
As we got Snitsy closing the gap here. But obviously with that time penalty, it's obviously going to play a massive part here. 6 seconds. I think Marshall is safe.
Yeah, he's got to get around these final couple of turns. Obviously, first, he's got to get across that line.
He's got to get across this line.
Only a second, less than a second now. Couple of tenths.
As we got our race leader crossing the line, M. Chandler wins the Russian Grand Prix.
That's great for M. Chandler. But what's going to happen with Marshall? This is interesting. It looks like he's just managed to hold on. Marshall
He's
has
gonna
got
get P3.
P3. So we got M. Chandler, obviously, catching up to El Shakal in the championship now with the 25 points. I'm not sure who had the fast slap of the race, but M. Chandler has won. That has let due to the no front wing on Marshall, that means he will lose P2.
So what's interesting here is Snitchy got the fastest lap with a 133.452. So Snitchy will get that extra point.
So
As we got Mohammed retiring or DNFing on the track. Oh, he's in the wall, he's in the wall. Mohammed is in the wall. As we got our final racer to cross the line, Shankly, we will miss you. Thank you for racing in OBF1.
That's a very
As
funny
he crosses
place.
the line.
It's a very funny place to DNF. That Mohammed then.
Yes, it was indeed.
Right. I'm suspicious about that one. Just a little bit. But
Low in
this
the points. Whoop.
There you go, Shankly's happy, he's in the points. I'm happy that Shankly has got points on his last race. And I'm also happy that we have a Welsh flag on the Tier 2 podium. Upper Wales, let's go. Right, thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed mine and Kieran's comms. Mainly Kieran's, I'm COVID, so I'm trying to keep my voice and my talking to a minimum. Thank you, Key, for stepping up today, and
We will miss you, King Shanky.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a pleasure commentating today. Obviously, a very interesting race with the two safety cars, and obviously, Chandler closing the gap down on Mohammed. Not Mohammed, El Shahal there. My apologies. So it's going to be very interesting as we go into round 13. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. It's been a pleasure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and do make sure to subscribe to the channel for more F1 racing content. And it's been a pleasure. And we shall see you in the next race. Take care.
we shall. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy.